Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.
See, that was the problem. You didn't have it downloaded. That's what it was.
See, I knew that. I was just testing the waters. You know what? I knew it all. I knew it all along. I said to myself, I probably need an app, and here I am.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, shit, I might ask that question because they always say, the dumbest question is one not answered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was easy. I got to set up.
Oh yeah. But see, the way I look at it is everything's like I always say, life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. So,
but this is new to me. So I learned something new today. I never heard of Anchor before, so it may sound funny like 10 years from now, but.
Oh yeah, app that I use for my podcasting, and it's been good to me. I was on Podbean at first, but Anchor One was free, and I could monetize for free, and plus on top of it, it's connected to Spotify. So it's, I tell anybody if you want to start your podcast, then you do Anchor. See?
All right, I might have to do this because I got access to a lot of. You know what? We'll see. We're off record, right? Right now, I just want to make sure we're off record. I know we're on record on.
Yeah, we're recording right now. I pre-record everything that I do, and then I drop it for a later date. Speaking about recording and everything, you was a school teacher. Now, what subject did you teach?
Well, I became an elementary school teacher. I ended up getting a middle school endorsement, which I was able to teach K through 9, and I got the middle school endorsement, which allowed me to teach middle school. Well, actually, I got it's been a while. 2011 when I got certified. I did a student teaching. I did a K through 5, and then I was able to get a middle school endorsement, which means I could obviously teach 6th, 7th, and 8th and 9th grade, which is kind of weird because 9th grade is high school. They're not going to let you teach high school with the middle school endorsement. You have to basically have a secondary education for high school, but still the middle school endorsement included 9th grade. I ended up getting an English second language endorsement. I got I really want to be a school teacher. And a lot of it had to do with because I was in the Navy for 20 years, and I love coaching. I love coaching sports, baseball. I coached youth baseball in the Navy. I coached the men's baseball team on Great Lakes. So I got married towards the end of my Navy career, had a child, and I was looking at a second career as transition. Because there was a program called Troops to Teachers program that I signed up for. Which they helped me financially to go to school to become a school teacher, and then in return I had to teach in a low income school for 3 years, the trip teacher program, and then I also used my GI Bill. I got my bachelor degree while I was in the Navy, and then I used my GI Bill to get my master's degree, my teaching certificate, and also all those endorsements that I mentioned: social science, middle school endorsement, English second language. And what's cool is the English second language endorsement qualified me to teach overseas in the Middle East. I actually got a 5th grade. Yeah. I ended up teaching a 5th grade class in the Middle East near about an hour and a half south in the desert, in the middle of the desert.
Oh, God.
From Abu Dhabi. It was a teach away program. And the only way that you could qualify it, you had to have an ESL endorsement. So that's one reason why. Now, what happened was, while I was going through the teaching program, I was doing a student teaching. I was in the book studying hard, and I was getting all these emails from my at the time, I wouldn't even read them. And then finally got around to reading the emails, and she was basically asking for a divorce.
Damn.
Separated. So it's like, oh shit, I'm separated. I guess I should have read these emails. I mean, she could have came down. She could have mentioned it to me in person. I mean,
Yeah.
So anyway,
She where you was overseas teaching Middle Eastern kids to tell you that y'all marriage was over.
Well, what happened was, as soon as my wife told me that I got divorced, and first thing I did was, shoot, since I'm divorced, I'm single now. Why not go ahead and take this job teaching overseas in Abu Dhabi? I mean, what's
Okay, I feel you.
I didn't have to worry about bringing my wife over, none of that stuff. It was just easy. I did a Skype interview, was hired right on the spot, because it turns out they really need teachers over there in the Middle East, because
I can believe it.
it was basically you just had to be alive during the Skype interview, I think, in order to get. I mean, it turned out to be a mess, man. It was like these kids did not. I was teaching Middle East Eastern kids in a little conservative town, Madazai Zayed, I believe the name of the town was, but it was an international school for them. The students that were going there, they were supposed to be learning American curriculum at our level. But so the thing is, every student that went to that school was supposed to know English fluently, and they were supposed to take a test to make sure that they were could speak English, so they can take these courses at the 5th grade level, or the level that they were age, whatever age was. I happen to have the 5th grade class, and I get over there, and these kids didn't know a word of English, and I find out that it's all a money thing. Like for some reason these parents over there wanted their kids to go to this international school, and I don't know. I don't know why. I guess there's money involved in it, but it turned out
well, I mean, when you think about it, it's if your biggest competitor is the Americans,
I think
you
that's
you would send people to learn the American way of business, because so you know how to do business with Americans. That's the reason why. Because even to the point that it's kind of crazy how in other countries they stress children to learn English, but we're not stressing our kids to learn their language.
Yeah. And the thing is, so what is, I found out a lot of the children, when they took the test, the proctors were like a relative, and they gave the kids all the answers they needed on a test. And so it was all, so and the school had a lot of money into it. A lot of, I guess the government, I don't know the details on this, don't quote me, but a lot of money was put in that school. A lot of money. I'm talking about there was a swimming pool in that school. But the problem is, though, these kids, like, I had the curriculum of, like, for instance, like, they're supposed to read a chapter book, Willy Wonka. I don't know, maybe it's called Charlie's Chocolate Factory. These they couldn't even read Dr. Seuss stuff. I mean, they did not know a word of English. I'm talking about when they had to go to the bathroom, they had to do the charades, like sir, I gotta, like, I don't understand what you're saying. And they go, oh, you gotta go pee. Okay.
So you had to teach scratch. Damn.
It was basically like I had to babysit kids all day. I was trying to teach them, like, the alphabet, lucky for me, I had some I had the K through 5, so I knew how to teach kindergarten. Yeah. So, I was basically just teaching them kindergarten curriculum. And the principal there, I don't know if she's still there. She knew what was going on. She knew that these kids didn't English, and they just wanted a teacher and a body in there just to keep these kids entertained all day. I had them, like, drawing pictures of what they want to be when they grow up. And these kids, they would give me pictures of, like, they want to be camel racers, so they have pictures of them, riding camels. They're still 5th graders, so drawing art was good. But the thing is that at school is the boys and girls had to be separated at all times. I'm talking about, like, if the girls were outside playing recess, we had to shut the blinds of our classrooms, the curtains, so the boys could not see the girls playing on a recess, because they can look outside and see them, and vice versa. The boys and girls could never cross the hall together. Nothing. They could. They had to spend a day separate from one another. So that was my experience in the Middle East teaching.
That's great.
I did not get nothing out of it at all. I mean, it was like I didn't learn anything. It was just, and these kids were bored, so obviously they're going to act up, talk all day. It's not what I experienced. Hey, I was in the Middle East, dude. I'm telling you, man, they put me up in a 5-star hotel, the month before. So, I get my classroom ready, man. It was great.
And what's interesting is, which we'll discuss after I do my particulars, is that you saw a different side. It explains why there's not a high representation of Middle Eastern women or men in the industry because of the way that they were so sexually suppressed in their own country. It's not even funny.
I'm not lying to you, dude. When I was over there, the women had the town I was in, the Mada Zayed, and all the women, none of the women could be outside after dark, and the women all had to be covered. Obviously, and the men were always the one, like if a man was walking, this is no joke. When a man walks into a building, he leads, the woman's behind. The buses had separate sections for the women. And get this is like crazy. We went to get our physicals when we first got there with the female. And of course, we didn't know no better. We went into a lounge with a TV, nice furniture. So I sat down with the female teacher who I traveled to Abu Dhabi to do this physical. And they came in, had a fit, man. They were like, she ain't supposed to be in here. She's not supposed to be in here. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, I'll meet up with you later. We'll hit, get some food afterwards. So I'm done with my physical. I'm looking for her. And they said, oh, she's in this room over there. So I go in this room. She's in a little storage room with little crappy chairs, something you see at a picnic, with boxes, no TV. They had all the women waiting in a totally separate waiting room.
So they treat the men like king and treat the women like shit, basically.
Yeah. The women, could not drive. They had a separate section on the bus for them. It was segregated. It was real shit in this time. And it was like you wanted to stand up and fight, do something, but you were nothing. It was like it was just nothing you can do. And he wanted to fight for the rights and talk about, and you couldn't hold hands with the girls. Not that anyone would date me anyway, but it's like one of those things. It's like if you did have, because there were a lot of people from India there, people from the Philippines working. So say I did happen to hook up with one of the Filipino girls that was working at the supermarket, because none of the locals worked at all. Everything the government took care of all the locals. Because the money. So even these kids that I was teaching in school, they knew when they was 18 they were going to be taken care of. So all the people who worked at the deployments were people from other countries. So so a lot of Filipino girls from India. So even if I did meet up with, I couldn't hold hands with them in public. I couldn't kiss them in public. All that stuff. People prayed 5 times a day, but I use that to my advantage because whenever I go to the mall. And I have to want to go to the bank and stand in line, to get money out. I wait till they call for prayer, because once they call for prayer, that no lines. And I go to the bank, be the first one to tell her, because the teller would be someone from India or from Philippines. So it's not like they had to go pray. Everyone would take off their shoes, go pray, wash their feet. It's like it was 5 times a day they did it. So it was an interesting experience.
Most definitely. So look, let me do these particulars so we can get this thing on the road, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get yourself a profile and start podcasting for free and monetize it and get distributed today. I'm your host, Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find my porn links, my music links, as well as my social media links, all with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Also, we have 2 wonderful sponsors. The first one being the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Go there today and get yourself a profile and continue your journey or start your journey to the life of kink. And our other wonderful sponsor is Eroticism Magazine. So go to eroticismmagazine.com. Get yourself a monthly subscription. You can get a paperback magazine or you can read it digitally. And we're talking about the sexiest women from around the world doing some freaky shit within its pages. So go to eroticismmagazine.com and go ahead and subscribe today, monthly. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. I'm talking about multiple podcasts giving you the Black Experience Plus. While you're there, experience some shopping where you get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers and shops selling their products at this place. So go to shopgwdistrict.com, buy Black, support Black businesses, build the Black comics, or create generational wealth. And I got to announce to you the new Smoke Spot. That's right, the new spot. You can go listen to us. I'm talking about Skyhawk AfterDarkTV.com. Go there, listen to me, as well as a couple other many great podcasts, such as Sex with Lily Craven, as well as the Hanky Panky podcast with Coral and Jewel. As well as myself. We're talking about Skyhawk After Dark TV. Go there today. Listen. You can either listen to the podcast or listen to their with airs it. There's so many ways you can just listen to us. And also, don't forget, if you haven't done it, subscribe to my Premium Smoke Room, where I'm giving you extra episodes with some of the hottest ladies in the business. Plus, also, while you're there, for $4.99 a month, you get to listen to the Smoke This Over Dark podcast, as well as porn series, my new pod series, excuse me, I'm so used to saying porn, pod series with Miss Spit Queen. That's right, Miss Spit Queen and the porn rap stars. We talk about our jobs, because we're both in the healthcare field. We talk about the porn business. We talk about love. We talk about life. We talk about shit that's happening in the world. And we keep it real, unapologetic, and uncensored. So subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room and catch that smoke for $4.99 a month. Now, with that being said, I'm going to shut up and let this man introduce himself. Go ahead, sir.
Talking about me, right? I'm the only one here.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's you.
Yeah, I'm Tadpole. I'm with the TadpoleXXX Studios, and I do a lot of porn, gangbang scenes, orgies, do a little bit of everything. But we also do virtual reality 3D with our gangbangs, and that's something that not every producer can say they do. And I guess you say I'm living the dream, I guess. So
yeah, because see, the thing with yours, because your niche is the gangbang as well as orgies. And we'll get to the VR in a second. Now, from my experience, the hardest thing in the world is putting together an orgy. So how do you go about putting together an orgy for the ladies that you plan to have? Because your name has came up on more than one occasion on my podcast. One of them being Sara Arabic, a young lady, which, because you talk about the Middle East, who is a Middle Eastern porn star.
Yeah.
And she mentioned,
that's why I advocated to her. Sorry, man.
Yes. Yeah, and she got down for the preview that you were showing. Because I think that was during the Azaka in Chicago. So tell us about how you put together that gangbang and the whole nine. Tell us all about it.
Well, this is something that didn't happen overnight, but I tell you what, this is something I guess you could say what I did before I started doing porn kind of led to me doing is the fact that I was soon as after I got divorced, I started hitting the gangbang scenes in Chicago. And then I guess you could say I spent 20 years in the Navy, being a coach, organizer. It just going to gangbang parties led me to being a gangbang host, because I always felt like, hey, I could do this. I could do it better. I'm not saying that, I did do it better, but all I know is once I started hosting my own gangbangs, because the next thing you know is I'm starting to look. I did my gangbang party at a place called Fancy Loft in Chicago, and we were just doing that for fun. And the next thing you know is I'm going to strip clubs. I'm looking for females that would want to participate in our gangbang parties, and that's where I started meeting girls that wanted to do porn. And therefore, it's like I met this girl called Vivian Lane. Her name is Vivian Lane, and at a strip club, and she tells me she likes doing gangbangs. I'm like, well, I'm a gangbang host. Let's, why don't you come to our gangbangs? To make a long story short, she started coming to the gangbangs, and all of a sudden she's like, hey, I want to be a porn star. And I'm like, well, I said, well, why don't we just film these gangbangs and upload them and to Pornhub and get, and see, it's like, this is like the hottest thing. We're at the gangbang party. You're fucking every single guy in the room. She's just doing that because that's what she loves to do. And she's like, yes, Teddy, bring it. Then all of a sudden it's like, I bring my camera and I just start filming her gangbangs. and I uploaded to Pornhub, and the next thing I know is getting all these views, all these positive comments, which led to, me meeting more girls, and just the next thing I know is just getting a little bit of credibility. You know what I mean? And which fast forward to Chicago Exotica, I've already did Gangbang with Maria Jade, Kinder Hart, Sarah Moon, Camila Cano, so many. So, and here's the thing is with these orgies, I always felt like they were more fun than the gangbangs because there's more women involved. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense, and it's more action going on than just a bunch of guys standing around waiting to get their turn.
Yeah. Well, and thing with Chicago Exotica, I got lucky because I met some amazing porn stars at this point. I think I've been in business since two years, so I got a chance to meet Amy Quinn, Rebel Ryder, Miss Dawson.
Yeah, Rebel Ryder. I said he stay in the gangbang. Stay in the gangbang.
Yeah, and what's amazing about these girls is, and what made doing the shoot so easy, these girls, they're not picky, and I know they won't mind me saying this, is that they don't care who shows up. Like they just tell me that I'm in Miss Dawson. I said, how many guys you want? She's like, how many guys can you get? I'm like, really? You don't care? She's like, no, you can get 50. I'll fuck all 50.
Because if I'm correct, the guys you get are regular guys. It's not necessarily porn guys. Because
no, it's just I'm in Chicago. There's 7 million dudes around here. I mean, I got people that actually fly into my events. You got people that do. I got a combination of guys who are doing this because they want to fuck beautiful porn stars. I got guys who are doing it because they want to become porn stars. And I find it funny. Here's the funny thing is I get these guys that are aspiring porn stars, and what the first thing they do when they show up to set, they ask where a mask are at. I'm like, dude, I thought you said you want to be a porn star. Why ask for a mask? Well, where is this time?
And what's so funny is that they playing porn star. Actually, they're not trying to be a porn star. They just want to. They think that they saying that will, I guess, ingrace them to you and make it easier for you to let them fuck the girls for free, when in actuality, dude, you're fucking them for free because we're filming it, so it really doesn't matter. It's just funny how dudes just try to overdo shit and overthink shit when it comes to situations like that, because they can't believe they're actually gonna be getting the pussy for free.
Yeah. And like guys like there are actually a few guys like Bobby Gray turned out to be a guy who was very serious about becoming a porn star. And I remember when he showed up, I did a AVN I went to AVN Awards in 2020, and he showed up to one of my shoots, and he ended up going on with other companies, started doing his own stuff. And another guy, Sergio Animal, he was another guy that started working with other companies. So some of these regular guys actually started really becoming legit like male talent. Like I said, I don't know if you know who Bobby Gray is, but if you see him out there, he looks like he's a male talent. So keep in mind, he started with Tadpole.
So with all these bodies, how do you handle the testing?
Testing is for the Exotica events. All of them is through TTS testing, and believe it or not, I at the Chicago Exotica this year, when it was in July, I invited probably 20 people to come to this gangbang, hoping to get 5 to 10, because that's just how it works. You know, you invite 20, you get 5 guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because a lot of guys, the testing is the obstacle. The testing is the one that we're, oh yeah, I'll be at your gangbang. I'll get TTS tested. And then all of a sudden it's like, did you get tested? Oh no, I didn't get a chance to go. Or I didn't. You gotta understand, TTS testing is $275 in Chicago when it's all said and done. That's a nice chunk of money. And I do help out some guys with the testing part is, payment, because sometimes it's so to help out with that. But the thing is though, I have to organize. When I have that many guys, we only have and in July we only had one clinic in Chicago, so I had to communicate with that clinic, make sure they had all the testing kits they needed. So they order in advance. Say I'm inviting 20 guys for a gangbang shoot, and so they have to order the kits in order to be prepared. And then that orgy in Chicago, we had 15 guys, including myself, that were all TTS tested. Every single one was TTS tested. Every single one. And before we do the shoot, we line everybody up with their ID, and we have them log on. We also got the scanner. We can scan their test results, check their ID, make sure every single person has to be tested.
Because the reason why I asked that is because you have a lot of people that throw gangbangs and do gangbangs. Some of them, of course, involve regular people, no porn people. Exactly. And a lot of times a test is not required. Now, I do see that they do wear condoms or what have you. But is this something that you require because you want these scenes to be raw, or is this something that you require because you know this being filmed and you want to keep the up and up per se? You get what I'm coming from? Because you have some motherfuckers.
There's a few reasons why I do it. A lot of it has to do with safety, but at the same time, though, the females, you might be surprised to hear this, but a lot of the female porn stars, they want raw. That's what they want. They want the cream pie. They want raw. But they will only do it with guys that are tested properly, 14 days with TTS. And also for me, it's like it does sell better. But if I had a porn star that required everyone to wear condoms, I'm not going to pressure the bareback. But usually it's the females. They're the one that wants the bareback. I leave it up to them, and it's usually.
But see, with you require the testing. You feel where I'm coming from? Even. It's like, put it this way, you require the TTS testing. So in actuality, these guys are coming, they actually are coming onto a professional set. So this is not even that you even allow a health department test. You get what I'm coming from? It's like, you get what I'm coming from. So that means these dudes who want to be a part of this gangbang, it's like they really have to know it. So your difficulty of putting one together is of a higher level than that of the average person that does gangbang.
And here's the thing too. Also, I have a reputation where people will assume just because I'm using regular guys that these gangbangs aren't probably. They'll think. I have people tell me. I get these people tell me all the time. I get someone say, "Hey, so and so just asked me, hey, does Tadpole really have his guys tested with all his gangbangs?" And they're like, "Yeah, Ted has everyone tested, TTS tested, and trust me." And they let me know, hey, this girl reached out asking this question and then and everyone, a lot of people just assume, and that's how
But see, you know why they assume because motherfuckers, especially like some of the ladies that do gangbangs that film it, every guy's not tested. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, and honestly, let's be honest. I know for a fact. I'm a TTS producer. I can look into results. I know that there's a lot of amateurs out there that are performing that aren't getting people tested. And yet these are the same people out there that are going to go out and spread false rumors about me, saying that my guys aren't tested. We've never had a STD, never had anything ever. And believe it or not, I've heard stories where people will tell me, "Hey, so and so is saying you use untested guys." I'm like, why are they saying that? Because that we're not going to be able to do pull. I think what it is because one, the regular guys, and two, they don't think that someone will put the energy and the work into making sure it's done. They just thinking that I'm just some guy who doesn't care.
They were willing to go take the TTS, and that's what it comes down to. Because it ain't just you going to get a test. No, you're going to get TTS. That means you're spending $200 and some odd dollars, if not $300, in order to be a part of a gangbang with pussy. You get me?
Yeah.
So
and the thing is too, I use, and not only that, but I use a lot of these guys over again. And what I love about these guys is that I use over again. It just so happened that 15 of them were available Chicago Exotic Weekend because it's something that people kind of plan a little more. But what I love about these guys is they have if I use these same guys, I have a nice list of them, right? Sometimes I only need 5 guys. I'll pick my best 5 guys. And I love the fact that we're tested before the gangbang. I love it how we get tested after the gangbang and everyone's clean too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you always want to use the same guys. If you're having a track record with, getting tested and these guys are clean. And another thing too is I know these guys so well. I know what they're doing in their personal life. A lot of these guys are single, and I hate to say it, but some of these guys, the only time they're having sex is when we do a tadpole shoot. I can't say that all the guys.
Dude, for you to spend $200 to get a GTS test to go do a gangbang, no, you're not getting pussy outside of that.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not mad at them, huh?
I mean, I don't want to, put all the guys in one category. I mean, I know there's some guys that are married, you have girlfriends, but there's some guys that I know that they'll tell me, hey, I'm working my ass off. I got a business. I'm just looking forward to your shoots because we have them quite often. It's not like I'm having shoots once a year. I mean, I'm doing shoots at least once a month.
But for a lot of these guys, okay, then look at like this. It's better than getting an escort because one, you know that she's clean. So that means I can fuck her raw, bust in her raw, do whatever I want, period. Plus, it's a gangbang. So to a certain extent, the people that I'm going to do this around, I kind of know they're straight because the people that putting this together is straight. So it's kind of like you allowing a man to be able to dip safely.
Yeah. and I have guys that tell me that I prefer to go to your shoots because I know that the girls tested, all the guys. They're the Chicago scene. There are a lot of gangbang hosts in Chicago. I know. And like I said, I was in this scene before. And a lot of these parties, and there are swinger parties too, where they use condoms. But you know what? They're not tested. I mean, condoms do fall off, condoms do break, so you have a little bit more of a risk there. I feel like it's safe.
And I mean, if you test, you don't need to even, because to be honest with you, the girls that you get, these are girls that love gangbangs and they want it raw because it's just, how can I put this? You get straight up pure T bona fide sluts.
And they're porn stars, and they know that porn is bareback.
That's what I'm saying. They porn stars, but it's I tell people, you have porn stars, you have girls that are porn stars that are sluts. And not being sluts in the bad term, it's they don't give a fuck. They just they love it. They love being come in, come on. They game for whatever, period. So it seems like the girls that you pretty much run into a lot of time. But now the other thing of it is I've seen that you worked with Sara Arabic. How was it like working with an Arabic descended female?
Well, for me, it was kind of personal because I lived in that country. And to be honest with you, I was in that country, and remember, I'm seeing all these women with their headgear on, and it's like you start fantasizing and you want to fuck all these girls. And then it was like, damn, why can't I want to fuck this girl? I want to know what she looks like. And here's the cool thing is like, so when I met Sarah, I was like, and seeing a girl like that, oh my God, I said, I wonder how many girls I walked past in a mall in Abu Dhabi, and they had the headgear on. How many of them girls would have been like Sarah that would have fucked me if she was in a different country, a different setting, or wasn't so against the rules, You know what I mean? Like, I bet that there were a lot of women like that because I was a school teacher in Abu Dhabi. So when they came into our school for like a parent teacher meeting, the women, because it was an international school, they didn't have to wear the head stuff. I mean, the stuff. So I had some some female the mothers come in the classroom. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but when they take off their things so I can see what they look like, and it was like, wow, she's beautiful. I had no idea she looked that gorgeous. But so it was like the whole idea that I'm in the country. She's from that part, you know what I mean, where it's like I know the culture is so, well, I guess the word so taboo, I guess, is that what you mean? So to meet Sara Arabic and oh my God.
Because I mean, she's sexy with the mask. So you know what I'm saying? And it's something different, unique.
But it's also dangerous for her too. That's not she really does have I mean, to me, for me living over there and knowing how it was, trust me, that she would not, it's not something that people would just like shake their head at her. It would be I can only imagine what they would do to her. if they found out, and that's why when I'm with a porn star, I usually don't like booking girls wear a mask because it's not going to sell as well. You know what I mean? I'm not going to force the issue. I'm just going to say I look for there's plenty of females porn stars to work with that don't wear a mask. But I'm okay with Sarah wearing a mask because under the circumstances, I understand why she has to wear a mask. It could be very dangerous for her.
Yes. So now the question I want to ask you is that, of course, I always ask the hard questions. Of course, I know it's Sara Arabic, but a lot of girls that you get with the gangbang is white. Now, I know, and you know, how this business works. Why do you think the black girls have not jumped to you, especially the ones that are willing to do gangbang, holler at you about gangbangs? Is it because people put the bullshit narrative that you don't have the guys tested? Or because I'm pretty sure there are black girls out here that's down for doing gangbangs, and you have a safe environment for them to pull that off and get content for that. You feel what I'm coming from?
I've done a gangbang with Melanie Cummings. She was amazing, and I tried to, and I know I tried to book what was her name? She's you might even know who she is. She's oh my god, something eat me.
Yeah, I see you had Sarah Lace. I see you had Sarah Lace. So
yeah, no, I mean that was. I have no. I will shoot anybody that wants to. As long as I can come to agreement on a rate. I will shoot anybody. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, but there was another girl, Miss Feed Me. I wanted to shoot her. You ever heard of Miss Feed Me?
Yeah.
I was trying to shoot with her so bad because she's so amazing. She's into gangbangs too. So and I don't. A lot of times too, I book through agencies too now. So it's I guess you say that there's just more white girls that are more available because
the agencies that where they sign mostly because I mean this ain't the show for us getting to the cover that good shit than on this one, but no, the agencies, trust me, I know it's a lot of more white girls that are signed than that are blacks. So, and like I said, when you deal with agencies, that's what's gonna get thrown at you regardless. And like I said, it's just, to me, I just find it interesting that a lot of black girls don't jump to do the gangbang, even though they sit there and say, yeah, I'm down for doing it. And to me, you don't see it a lot. And it's kind of, and to me,
off camera more. I don't know why, but I know it's. I mean, I go to the party scenes. A lot of girls, off camera. But yeah,
but they won't do it on camera, and it's kind of like, why not?
I'm down. Hey, I'll take if anybody out there that I'm down. Set some up. I wish Miss Feed Me. I think when I talked to her, she was done. I mean, her only things, and she didn't need to do it no more. But I tell you what, I did a little mini gangbang with Lillian Vega. She was a mixed girl. She was amazing. I don't know if you saw that.
So I'm gonna ask you this: what kind of girl makes for a perfect gangbang?
Oh my gosh! I tell you what, a girl that like Rebel Rider. You ever? She does every. She's the type of person that does anal. And also Ray. You've heard of Ray? I'm sure you heard of Ray, right?
Ray, yeah.
And the best part about perfect one is the ones that will fuck anybody. I mean, I think that's what makes Rebel Rider, Amy Quinn, Sara Arabic. Yeah. A lot of there's so many of them. They will literally fuck anybody, and then I think that just makes my job so much easier that I don't have to,
see. Also, what girls don't realize is make you more wanted by the guys, because especially if you do a gangbang and the gangbang is not everybody. You got dad bodies, small dicks, big dicks, all types of dudes. It makes dudes even want to see you more because they're like, oh yeah, she will fuck anybody. That means I have a chance to fuck.
And that's the reason why I think my videos do really well, because the average people who watch porn don't look like the fit men that you always see in mainstream porn. And the guys you see in mainstream porn, you expect them to go into a club and pick up a hot chick and go home and fuck her that night. The guys that I'm using are like them, and that's the reason why they love the videos, because they're like, wow, if I could just, I get that girl would fuck. If that girl's fucking those guys, I know she'll fuck me. Because you see those mainstream porn stars that only will fuck the fit, well-known male talent. You never see him fucking some average Joe guy, average regular guy, no fat guys. They're always the good-looking guys. And those girls, I mean, how can you really get into those porn stars when you knowing that they only fuck good-looking guys? I mean, wouldn't you rather? What makes the girl so slutty? The fact you see a girl like Rebel Ryder, fucking a fat guy like me, fucking, fucking anybody. You're like, wow, I can fuck Rebel Ryder if I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. I know, and that's what's so hot about her. And knowing that, but she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, and she's fucking these guys that are not the best guys in the world, and she's loving it. And Rebel Ryder loves it. She's not one that's doing it for the money. She's doing it because she loves it. Miss Dawson's another one. Amy Quinn's another one. Which gets back to the night. You asked me the question about the orgy in Chicago. Sara Arabic wasn't even supposed to be in it originally. She was coming down to hang out with me to help me with Chicago Exotica weekend, because Ray had a booth which I was sponsoring, and she was just going to help out. And what happened was, it was supposed to be a gangbang with Amy Quinn and Miss Dawson, but Amy Quinn, what happened was the Greyhound bus that she was coming in on with her husband, it got, and all of a sudden it's like, well, Sara Arabic, you're here, and then she's like, I'll do it. It's like, you want to do? You basically want to replace Amy Quinn?
And I saw that she got down in that orgy in that gangbang. She got down,
and she didn't care that there was 15 guys there. She fucked them all. And then Rebel Ryder was so awesome. She just shows up. Her husband Rex Radiations. He got TTS tested to be in this gangbang with Amy and well, it's supposed to be Amy and Miss Dawson, and turned out to be Sara Arabic and Miss Dawson. And all of a sudden, Rebel Ryder's like, I'll volunteer to fluff. And it's like, oh my God, I'll compensate you. But man, she's like, oh, you don't have to compensate me. And it's like, I'll compensate you. But at the same time, she was, because she just wanted to help out. That's amazing. It's amazing. And how many porn stars do that? I'll just fluff for free. I'll just do it.
And she just love the atmosphere and love sex and love dick. Can't beat it with it.
She's not doing it. She volunteered. But I did the right thing. I did compensate her, for it. But at the same time, I didn't have to. But I just did it was the right thing. But it just tells you the character that she is. And she's that. There are not too many porn stars that will do that for free. I mean, it's not. It's just the truth. And then and I'm telling you, and Sara Arabic, with her breasts, her everything about her, she's just amazing. Amazing body.
Yeah, she's amazing. And I see you got some big names. Sarah Lace, she's a girl that I've watched over the years, and I'm telling Nicole about it. I like, dude, you getting some names, bro. You getting some names, man. I
think I like it. I mean, I'm actually like, sometimes I'm watching some of my videos just to check out the lighting. I'm not lying. I watch my videos to check out the lighting and how the camera angles are, especially with the VR. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't believe there's fucking Anastasia Rose, there's freaking Taylor Nicole, there's Rebel Ryder, there's April Olsen. I've been seeing with April Olsen. She's a big name. Then you see girls like Sage Fox. She's gorgeous. Recently, booking through Elite Talent, the new agency. A girl named Nicole Claren. Then there's Savannah Saviron out of Hussy Models. There's so many. I mean, it's like, I'm just so happy that there are so many porn stars out there that want to shoot with us. I mean, we pay the rates and we take care of the girls. And our shoots don't last long. And two, I guess our shoots are fun. I mean, we have fun. I mean, literally, we have fun on our shoot. Not to mention Kinder Lynn, Zoe Fox. They're all just. All these women, all these porn stars are amazing on and off camera. They're so easy to work with. It's amazing. And like I said, when I first, this was not an accident. I mean, this is something. I used to be a gangbang host, and I never dreamt of being in porn. Because I was enjoying doing my gangbang parties, meeting, and I met, like I said, Vivian Lane. I met a girl named Camellia Cano. at strip clubs, and they wanted to do they wanted to do gangbangs, they wanted to do porn. So I'm like, well, let me go get I went to Best Buy. I literally went to Best Buy and talked to hey with my cell phone, and one of the I'll say clip for sale. So that's the truth of it. I had the clip for sale website on.
Yeah, Clippers
The
was my first one.
requirements to upload videos. I said,
Yeah.
hey, you know anything about this stuff right here? He goes, oh, I know all about this stuff. He goes, you need to buy this camera, you need to buy this laptop, you need to get this editing software. And you're like, you're and I said, all this compatible, right? He's like, yeah. And then I just started filming with the girls that I met at strip clubs that were coming to the gangbang parties I host. And and then one thing led to another. And I mentioned have you met Melanie Cummings? Because she was one of my first.
I never met her face to face. I heard of her. I know of her. You know, period.
Oh yeah, she gets down and dirty. I remember. We had a guy that I used to have guys that come and watch our gangbangs. That's this before COVID, and I remember he's joking around like, you know, this girl is like wanting all the guys to wash their hands before the gangbang start. You know, worrying about germs. And next thing you know, during the shoot, she's doing ass to vagina, you know, cream pie. And he's like, yeah, she's worrying about her fucking. Everybody's washing her hands.
Everybody put their dick everywhere. She's doing ass to mouth and everything.
Ass, mouth, coming in the ass, coming in the pussy, guys fucking her vagina, fucking their ass, back and forth. And then never even dawned on me that, hey, yeah, she was on her, hey, I had to tell all the guys, she said, make sure all the guys wash their hands. All right.
It's certain females have quirks, and we as producers learn how to work around them quirks. I swear we do.
Yeah, but it was just ironic. I never even thought about it, you know, how, and it just makes it how slutty she was. She was all into it. She was really professional up front. I mean, and here's the thing is some of these girls are so professional when you're first talking to her, especially before your first shoot, and you're thinking to yourself, she's so professional, like, is she really get down and dirty in this gangbang? And it's like all of a sudden it goes professional, setting it up. As soon as you say lights, camera, action, it's like a totally different person.
Yes.
And the light, then you say when you're on cut, they're back to being professional again. And you know, because a lot of time, and it takes professionalism to set these gangbangs up with these girls. You just can't go up to the girl, just can't talk. When you contact them, everything's got to be professional. You just can't say, hey, babe, let's do a gangbang, let's get fucked. You know, you have to, be professional about it. You know what I mean? Every girl's different too with the requirements, especially with COVID and all that. You know?
Yeah, because I'm sitting here looking at one of the new girls I think that you might have shot recently, Luna Mills. She is gorgeous. And I see here that you were talking about doing the virtual reality. Now, tell us how'd you hook up with this sexy young thing, Luna Mills, and explain how the virtual reality 3D works and how you shoot that.
Okay, well, for Luna Mills, real quickly, I ended up booking her through Southern Cal Models. I ended up booking Nicole Leclerc through her during Chicago Exotica. And then, of course, could collab with these agents. What's good thing about it, once you have a shoot with the agency, everything goes well, they're going to contact you again to and wants to see if you want to shoot their other models. So that's kind of what happened with that. Had a great shoot with Nicole Leclerc. He continued sending me pictures through emails of girls that are his models. And I saw this Luna Mills. She's 19 years old. I was like, wow, she's gorgeous. I gotta book her. And I asked the agency,
I was like, damn, but she's something special right there.
and the thing with this is and everything's about planning. Like I do the TTS, and I have 14 days that is good for. And I try to shoot as much as possible during that 14 days. I mean, that's not rocket science. I mean, anybody's in the agency long enough understands that's what you do. But you really got to take advantage of that. So I had my 14 days was still good. And I'm like, I asked Southern Cal models, like, hey, you got any girls that would fly to Chicago before my 14 days expires? And he said, yeah, Luna Mills available. So flew her in. And she did a girl scene with us. And she was a lot of fun. It's going to be a great shoot. I can't wait till that to show up to VR, which I transitioned to VR. Oh man, how that started was kind of interesting too, because one of my gangbang guys in I think 2019. I just happened to have a regular guy. He was one of those guys that was a VR buff. I mean, he was going to college to learn VR. He had a VR camera, and he was like, "Hey, Tadpole, can I film the scene in VR? We can check it out in the VR goggles." I didn't even know there was even VR sites at all. I didn't know anything about VR. All I know is the dude was talking about virtual reality. He had a VR camera. He had the goggles. We filmed one of our scenes. I put the goggles on, and I thought, "Holy shit! I'm back in the room where we were fucking filming." It was almost like I was reliving everything. Only thing I did notice though, I saw myself in there. I didn't realize how fat I looked, and I realized and here's the thing is, I thought, well, maybe it's just a camera, but then I started looking at everybody else in the room. Remember, in the VR goggles, I say in the room, everyone else looked exactly the same as they do when it's not VR. So I thought if they look the same, that means I probably look the same too. So I'm like, man, now I know what I look like to the other guys. So yeah, I mean now I probably should go to the gym. But the thing is though, it's like you're back in that room again where the VR camera was. It's really a crazy experience because the film VR is literally 3D. Film 180. I could film 360 if I want, but 180 gives you the 3D. 360 is not 3D. So anyway, this guy brought the VR camera, started filming our scenes. Then we started doing some research. Well, he probably knew anyway, but there's a couple of VR sites called Sex Like Real, VR Porn, Adult DV Empire. You can upload the VR scenes and get monetized. You can make money off it. And sure enough, I started uploading the Sex Like Real VR Porn, and money was good. I mean, started making real good money with it. So why not? Why not film both? You know what I mean? If you're gonna make money off VR, why not film the VR?
Question: what makes the VR different from the regular scene? Is it that you basically get a 360 view, or explain it so the listeners can truly understand?
Well, there's two types of VR that people watch, and what is the Voyager where you put the VR camera on a stationary tripod and you just let it record the room. It's literally recording half the room, and whenever you put the goggles on, it's like you're back in the room. You're in the room, and it's like it's real. It's like you almost like, I mean, just picture yourself in a room standing watching a gangbang.
Yeah.
And picture yourself watching it, and it's not really happening. It's just recorded. But when you put the VR goggles on, it's like you're really in the room with people fucking around you. It looks so real.
I can walk back. I can walk around it. Stuff like that, right?
Well, you won't be able to walk because because what is the camera? You're when you put the goggles on, you're kind of stuck with where it was being recorded at.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. So basically, it's really about the goggles and the technology, not necessarily because when people think about VR, they think about the video games. I can move around anywhere. You feel me?
No,
for the most part, it's not that.
Unless I was recording, moving the camera around, you won't be able to move. You have to sit there and just watch. And here's what's popular about the virtual reality porn, and I get a lot of requests for it. It's called you film it in point of view, the POV, which you're familiar with, obviously.
Of course.
What you do is you film. So if you're filming POV, say I'm laying down, and I got the VR camera by my face, and the girl's riding me. Okay, when I record that, edit it, upload it to the VR sites, there's a viewer. The viewers, when they put the goggles on, it's going to look like the girl's really fucking them. It's not going to look like the 2D. Because it's 3D. I mean, it's literally like 3D. So when she leans forward to give you a kiss, it's like you see the body leaning forward. If she reaches out to touch your chest, you see an arm coming at you. Her legs up in the air. It's like say you're doing POV missionary, and her legs are spread. It's 3D. It's like literally her legs. It's to the point where it's so real. You feel like you can reach out and touch the legs. But you can't because it's not real.
Yeah.
But it looks so real. and it's
Okay.
amazing. And so a lot of people love the VR virtual reality POV because they want the immersion of the fact that they're actually fucking the girl.
Now I'm
Because
gonna
you
ask
can
you
it
this.
films half the rooms, so you can look up at the ceiling, you can look down to the floor. Like if
See that
you can look
what I
left
was
to
meaning.
right,
Yeah. That's what I
you can
was
look in.
meaning. Yeah. So we about to get to the crux of this, and this is what I said. This is the part where the pussies go dry and the disc go limp. We talking the business, and you kind of segue to it. How's the money different with the VR versus regular content? Let's talk about that.
I tell you what, I make more than I did as a school teacher with the
Yeah.
VR.
but I mean, I know you do pretty good. But what I'm saying is, your sales
It,
from the VR and the way that you
VR is
price it versus a regular scene that you would record. Would you price the VR more than the regular scene, or you price it about the same? It's just the VR moves faster and sells more than a regular scene. You get what I'm saying?
well, no, it's a good question because here's how it works: is I don't with the VR sites I'm on, I don't control any of that stuff. What it is I get I all I do is turn the movies the footage into them. They price
Mm-hmm.
the video based on their experience, so based on the other videos on the site. But normally the way VR is, your earnings are coming from the views. What is the people that are on the VR sites, their memberships. So
Gotcha.
you get paid by the amount of views you get. Yes, people can buy the videos, but
Mm-hmm.
your earnings from the actual.
So basically, it's profit sharing. It basically based off a stream like that of a Spotify, like what's going on with Pornhub was doing it one time mainly, as well as exit videos.
Yeah, X Video Red does it, but the thing is though, it's like the earnings are just better on VR because, but I guess
Oh,
you
I
go on
believe
the website.
charge more because they probably fucking charge more. That's VR. They ain't no just regular. They ain't just some regular ass video. You get what I'm saying? So of course
Oh,
I would think they would charge more than they would just a regular video because it's more to it than that. You feel me?
exactly. Yeah, it's also you're also watching in 6K too. You're watching. They make it in 6K. And
Mm.
now, yeah, it's amazing. Think about virtual reality 3D and 6K. I mean, and people who, here's the thing is though, you know the saying, right? When people
Mm.
go virtual reality 3D, they don't go back.
No, they don't. They don't. Because I mean,
So you,
okay, I'm gonna ask you this then. Do you think that is where porn is heading mainly?
oh,
That's going to
well, once people catch on to it and all right now, a lot of the top companies are doing it, but not everybody's doing VR because
mm,
it's challenging. I mean, let's be honest with you. You're dealing with larger files and it's a little bit more, if there's
more
unknown. I mean, it's like anybody can pick up their cell phone and film a porno. We all know that and upload it
yeah.
to sites. But you don't have virtual reality on your cell phone. You know what I mean?
No.
And tell cell phones have virtual reality cameras on it. It requires someone to go out there and buy a VR camera to get
Mm-hmm.
figure out how to edit it, how to do all the stuff. And then you're dealing with large files. You're talking about 6K
Yeah.
here. You're talking about virtual
Yeah.
reality 3D. You're not talking about editing a video. A 30-minute video can take me hours to get it rendered. Another 3 hours just to transfer it to a downloadable link. It's not something you just do
Yeah.
within minutes. Like you can do a scene with your cell phone, like a 15-minute POV scene, fucking some girl at a hotel, and you can have
So
that
it's
thing uploaded and monetized within an hour on minivids. You know what I mean?
virtual reality. Basically, you need a certain type camera. You just otherwise I can't take an old scene and turn it VR.
No, you can't. You got to have a virtual reality camera. Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah, see that what I'm saying. See, you understand I'm out the business, so I'm
Yeah.
and
Well,
now
but
to
I
the
got
business I might be different.
Yeah, I got lucky. I just got lucky where one of my regular guys who would come into my gangbang, he was single,
Mm-hmm.
divorced dad. He was a divorcee. He was coming to, or he was wearing a mask, and he
Mm-hmm.
just happened to be in the VR. He had a VR camera, and and it's like, and once I saw how well that how much money I was making on VR, it was a situation where shit, dude, and also, he wasn't always showing up to all my gangbangs. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then what happened was COVID came around. he just disappeared. He was an older guy telling me, "Oh, I'm not gonna come your gangbang to the COVID," which I understand. You know what I mean? So I went out and bought my own VR camera and just took over from then. That way, I knew I had a VR camera for every scene. I didn't have to rely on him to be there. And then and two, whenever he did film the scenes, I didn't always get the footage. I mean, it's not to fault him. He was doing a favor for me. I mean, you know what I mean? I didn't have, you know what I mean? We were filming just experiment to see what it was gonna be like. I had no idea that it was VR sites like Sex Like Real, and you know, I was just a guy that started who just wanted to see how many views I can get on Pornhub. Like a 2-minute clip. You know, I didn't expect to do this as a full-time job. You know what I mean? I never would imagine it. I don't do it. This is my full-time job. I have I'm retired Navy, so I do have a pension for the Navy. You know, I have a VA disability too, but so I have other income sources. But yeah, I retired from the Navy when I was 38 years old, and I've been having a pension from the Navy ever since. And like I said, I feel like a lot of my military experience and a lot of my teaching experience, all that helps with me organizing these events. I mean, these gangbang events. It's not something that, I mean, whenever I'm going over the rules of the scene with 15 guys, 4 girls in the scene, I mean, you almost have to have command of the room. You got to treat it like you're a school teacher. You got to keep everybody. Hey, everyone's got to be listening. You know, it's very important because these girls are going over there doing don'ts. You know what I mean? Everyone needs to be paying attention. You gotta, you know what I mean? So all that experience, I believe, plays a part into me being able to do these events. I mean, I'm not a shy guy. I think that helps. But organizing, planning, all that stuff, being professional, you know, it's all. And then I'm just so lucky that there's so many women that I find not only through agencies, because I booked through several agencies, but man, Twitter is the place where the word of the mouth, just, you know, females reach out to me. And sadly, I can't keep up with all the demand, and I'm gonna have to do better in 2022 because sometimes the girl will reach out to me on Twitter talking about wanting to shoot. A couple of days later go by, I forget. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not interested. You just forget.
You know, as you become more known and you gain more notoriety as well as more respect in the industry, you're gonna become busy to where you ain't gonna be able to keep up. When people that way.
You're right. And here's the thing is though, I used to worry about haters out there because I do have haters. I have haters out there, especially local Chicago. I have guys out there that don't like me being successful, and no matter what they'll admit, I'm telling you, they're out there. I have models telling me that this certain guy is telling negative stuff about me that's not even true, and it's like I don't even sweat it no more because if you look at my body of work, if you look at my links, my websites, my Twitter feed, all the women, you notice all the girls I shot, all the porn stars I shot with.
Yeah.
How can you listen to some hater that says I'm something that I'm not? Do with Tadpole because he's this type of guy, whatever. But yeah, when you look at the models that shoot me and they're returning, I'm not just shooting these girls just once, they're 2 or 3 times. Like it doesn't match to what they're saying. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
But see, the thing of it is from my experience, because I've been there before, is that when it came to the men, our competition is not the money, it's the women. And when they seeing that you're shooting women that they wish they can shoot, of course they're going to put the stink in it or what have you, or even or when it comes to women, which I don't think you ain't experienced that yet, or hopefully you never will, that because you didn't kiss their ass or treat them a certain way, or they didn't get the treatment that they felt that they should have gotten, even though you treated them well. And that's what they want to bash you. So that's why I tell anyone, when people talk shit, ignore it, keep moving forward, and let your work speak for itself, because that kills the rumors. Because it basically silences the critics, because if you have more people and they see more girls coming to work with you and they coming back, it kind of kills anything that they saying anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, I had this one local meltdown. I don't want to say his name, because you don't deserve publicity at all. He was actually at a party I was at. To make a long story short, he was barebacking when he wasn't supposed to. and he always wanted to be in my shoots. So, when you see a guy barebacking untested females at a party, at a swinger scene, those are the guys you do not want in your shoots. If he can't respect a host's rules, don't bareback, wear a condom, and he's barebacking a girl that everyone knows he just met that night, and everyone knows we don't know she didn't show no test to nobody. You know what I mean?
But that goes back to when you're doing this business, you have to change the way that you move personally on a sexual tip. And because when you're in this business, you gotta think of you gotta think about the talent you're gonna be working with in the future.
Yeah.
As well as your reputation. Because let's just say if you wasn't there, you didn't see that. You let him go on the set. He ends up. And I'm gonna tell you how shicey motherfuckers is. They'll come in dirty, right? They don't know they're dirty. Then they'll test with their doctor, find it dirty, get clean. So when you pull their card, no, I'm clean. So when they take TTS, but they already went to their doctor. They are dirty motherfuckers.
Well, we had, I don't know if you heard, but there was an incident in DC. A performer who was Mike South wrote an article on him, and he was in DC Exotica. He was TTS tested, but he was having sex with a model who wasn't not only was she wasn't TTS tested, but she wasn't recently tested at all. Once you have sex with someone that's not someone who's not recently tested,
how did people be finding out these shit, Joe?
Your TTS is no longer is valid. Why would you pay $275 and then have sex with someone that's not tested? And you're all of a sudden people find out your test ain't valid, and then you're going around trying to
wait a second. My question is, okay, if he did all that, how did anyone find out? That means because
he was uploading. Here's how he got caught. He was uploading the videos on camera having sex with her, and he was with 4 other girls. And one of the girls was in the group. The other girls in the group knew that girl was not tested. So they told on him. That makes sense?
Hold on.
He brought 4 girls.
Let's unpack this. You in a group, you brought 4 girls around for you to shoot with.
That guy did, yeah.
Yeah, you around, regardless of whether he brought them around or he was around 4 girls. Now I don't know if he shot with them. That ain't the point. That you know that does this business, and they're women. Let's make this clear. They're women.
They're gonna talk.
He
posted it on Twitter. And then again, it's like, then you ask the girl, like, no, you're not, she's not tested. It's like, okay, now this dude's going around wanting to shoot with other people at the Exotica. And it's like, it's like the word's out. You know what I mean? Your test has been valid.
Even devil's advocate, even if you were going to do that, don't do that around other motherfucking talents, you fucking idiot. Don't do it at all. If you're going to do it, don't do it around other fucking talent. Because
and then the guys on Twitter bashing other porn stars that were at Exotica, talking about like, oh, I walked by your booth, you're so ugly, no one even went to your booth. He just went downhill, totally unprofessional. Mike South did an article on him. He don't deserve no publicity, but his Twitter's already been suspended. It's just
I'm blown because but that's what I mean by the normalization of this business. It's too easy to get in.
But he doesn't even have links. I don't mean to cut you out there, but you're right. He's one of those guys that doesn't even have links, doesn't even have any websites, nothing.
And he shouldn't even be in the conversation for a fucking shoot to begin with. This is the shit I'm talking about. These girls, y'all want to pick dicks because you want to fuck them. It ain't about if I want to fuck him. It's about, is this motherfucker tested? Did he got a fucking fan base? Can I make money with the damn scene?
No, he had like 400 followers.
Dude, he didn't have shit.
But because he was flashing money. He's one of those guys that's flashing money out, promising, all this stuff. It was a big mess. By Sunday,
Yo,
them
I'm gonna
girls were angry with him.
tell you what it was. They wanted to fuck him. Fuck that. Cause this dude just flashing money like that. Them girls don't pay him now. Look attention. Dude look cute. He might have a decent ass body. Many of them were like, ooh, I want to fuck him. And I guarantee the reason why they ended up snitching because one of the girls who probably wanted to fuck him on camera, he didn't fuck on camera. That's the one that told every goddamn body. I put money on it. Because why would they snitch? Why would they snitch unless they were pissed at the dick or they were pissed at him?
Well, there was other stuff involved in that too. It was just crazy. Oh man, I'll just send you the link to the Mike South article, get more information on it. He was a fake. He was a fake agency. Then he started threatening lawsuits anybody that would shoot with his models. The dude was just insane. Like you said, anybody can get a camera.
Because that's what I meant by because, like I said, you haven't been in it but so long. This is the reason why. Say it again. 2000 when?
2000 July. Starting in June 2018.
See, 2018. I've been in this since 2006. Okay. The reason why MasterCard and Visa is so fucking worried. They was never worried before. Let's make this clear. There was never a time where they bugged the site and said, you know something, y'all need to clean up y'all shit or we taking our shit from you. That never happened till.
It's just so easy. Everyone's got access to a camera on their phone.
To everybody wanted to use a cell phone. To these sites start accepting cell phone videos. Let's make this clear. They weren't accepting them neither. Your shit had to be shot by a certain parameter. It had a certain look to even be on it sale to a certain extent. You know, because they wouldn't even accept certain formats. You feel me?
Yep.
So what ended up happening is society made it cool to watch porn, which in turn made it seem like porn is the thing to do. Why don't you be a porn star? Jimmy Smack made $1 million. Oh, OnlyFans made $1 billion. These chicks posting how much they made. It opened the door because, see, like I said before, back in the day, girls went to look for guys like me and you. They went looking for producers. Now they're looking for phones and niggas like these dumb dudes. Because it was the reason why the producer was there. He safeguarded you bitches from running into bullshit. Because our job was to not only film you, but to also find you work in the industry. For example, like back in the day, if you came in, not only would have been filming them, you would have had already the agencies lined up like you got now to where you can get those girls work. Paid gigs. And this is when girls won't try to do content trade. This is when girls won't try to do content having sites. Shit, that was an argument to have with a chick back in the day. Now, shit, that's all they want now. Content. More content, you know, period. So that where the problem lies is that guys figured out I got a cell phone, so I can say I'm a producer. I can say I'm an agent. Creator. I'm a content creator. Was it that? There you go. That term that I've been talking about, that term I can't stand, content creator. No, you want to be a porn star. TadpoleXXX content.
And there's so many guys on Twitter that just all they have to do is put on their profile, content creator. That's it. And they can throw a OnlyFans link up there with maybe, 3 videos, whatever.
And girls break the net to shoot with these niggas. And then after he done shit the fuck out of them.
If you look at their Twitter, there's a bunch of jerking off, them guys jerking off.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's the thing of it is I get it if you do the jerk off and then you drop, and then about 3 times down, I see you with a chick you fucking. Yeah, I see you with a jerk off video that you got on your mini vids, this, that, and the third. No, nigga, you just jerking off because you trying to get one of these dumbass hoes to sit here and say, yo, let's film. You also the same dumb motherfucker to sit here and pay a deposit. You probably the same dumb motherfucker to sit here and do that paid content trade shit. Fucking up my business. Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, they want to do the content trade, and they're not even, don't even have a real camera, don't even have the proper lighting. It's like
they walk in the room with no lighting and a fucking cell phone talking about, let's shoot.
Yeah, and don't even know the legal like paperwork or none of
And they
that
know
stuff.
now, nigga. And sad part, some of these dumbass girls film with them and promote
Yeah,
them and co-sign them.
I'm happy though that I'm working with a lot of professional girls that they're very good about who they shoot with, and I'm very like Caitlin Casaro, she's one, Camila Canal, Rebel,
But
obviously.
see,
A lot of these girls, they do the homework. Amy, yeah.
okay, then so with that being said, since you want to do a gangbang, what's the things you look at that makes you say, I will put her and shoot her and pay her for a shoot?
Well, the thing is though, if I can make a profit, my whole thing right now is, to me, it's straight up business. I just want to make a profit on the gangbang scene. I'm not going to pay you a certain amount of money based on my experience. I know how much a particular girl look will make, and a lot of it's been trial and error.
Yeah.
And I know that, hey, this girl will probably make me X amount of money. So I will be trying to be fair as possible. I want to be fair. At the same time, though, if you don't want what I'm offering you, then it's not going to work, because I have to offer you a certain amount of money where I know I will make a profit off that video in due time. I know it could take 6 months, a year, but I'm not going to wait 10 years for it to make a profit. You know what I mean? But
And see, too, also, you even the herd because it's a gangbang. So
yeah,
a lot of cases, because for one, a lot of girls will try to charge the shit out of you for a one scene than they would the gangbang.
Yeah,
That's
but here's another thing too. Here's the thing that helps me out, because of course they want a lot of money because this is gangbang, because they're fucking more guys. It's a dirtier scene out there.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, though, I like to offer content because I sell the idea, which is true. I'm not a con artist on this. If I give you content of the gangbang, you're gonna make money off that gangbang. I swear to God, if you don't understand that your gangbang scene is gonna sell a lot more than you. You're coming into Chicago, like I'm in Chicago right now. I do travel. That's a different story. But you're coming to Chicago. I'm the only producer that's doing quality gangbang. Quality gangbang. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else in this town is doing boy-girl scenes. They're not showing their face. They're doing POV. POV 2D is a dime a dozen. There's millions of POV scenes out there.
Yeah.
You're rather do a content trade with a. You rather come in and do a content trade with boy-girl scene that's POV. You'll be lucky to make $100 off that scene. You come in and do a tadpole gangbang with rugged guys fucking the shit out of you. 10 guys in a room, 5 to 10 guys. You upload that to your sites. Which one's gonna make more money for the model? The gangbang scene or the POV boy-girl scene? Which one's gonna make her more money? The gangbang, right? So I like to offer content along with pay.
Why would a gangbang make more money? Because I know, like, someone might listen, like, okay, why would a gangbang make more money? Because the guy I'm watching multiple dudes.
Because the gangbang, honestly, gangbangs are hardcore. It's the girls are more slutty in the video, and they sell. Gangbang scenes sell a lot better than a boy-girl scene, because it's porn viewers like slutty women, and that's what they want. They see a girl getting fucked by multiple guys bareback, it's going to sell a lot better than a boy-girl scene. And there's some boy-girl scenes out there to choose from. There are not that many gangbang scenes out there compared to boy-girl scenes. So, it's like you're getting something that's not as common, too. So it will. That's two things: not as common, and the girls, is a lot more a sluttier scene,
and more freakier. Yeah.
But granted, I know some people out there don't like watching gangbang, but for the most part, I tell you what, all my gangbang scenes sell 10 times better than my boy-girl scenes. I do.
But see, also you made that your niche, because you really don't do boy-girl scenes. You made that your niche. That's part of your brand. So It's like, so basically you play to the fans, which is another reason why you probably do very well with sales, because it's way more niche. It's gangbang fans is as niche as that of BDSM. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
Because so when you actually making money with the gangbang, and plus the fact that you also added to the name girls with it, because let's just be honest, it's not about the dude, it's about the girl in this. You know, period. It's kind of you check all the boxes for it to be successful to a certain extent.
Yeah. And then we have guys from all walks of life that are in our gangbang too. So we don't just all have fat guys. We don't have, we have guys with small dicks, big dicks, everything. We
yeah.
And two is the gangbang is not all the guys have to perform well.
Mm-hmm.
You need a couple all stars in there doing it. You're fine. Yeah. If a boy girl scene, if the guy's not really doing well, can really ruin the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you ain't got to worry about them coming fast. Because they come fast, that's fine. Because you got five to six other guys just right behind them. So
yep, if the boy girl scene, the guys can't get his dick hard, it's gonna ruin the whole scene.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, now if you're a woman and you have 7 dicks and now them is hard, you got a problem, babe. I'm sorry, you got a problem. I don't know what your problem is.
We did have a gangbang like that where a girl was pregnant and she looked like she didn't want to be there, and our guys kind of picked up on it. It was it was like one of those like, okay, she's pregnant, she can tell, so we had to cut that one short.
Mm-hmm. So how much is it? How much is it? The girls set the tone for the gangbang versus the guys.
Oh man, it's all the women. Man, the women, it's all about their energy. And man, I've been lucky. I can't think of any bad gangbangs that I had other than maybe the one I just mentioned. But you can't hold against a girl pregnant. I mean, you can tell.
Yeah, true.
But the thing is that all the women, man, Miss Dawson, Amy Quinn, there's so much energy. They're so Taylor Nicole. My God, I mean, I'm not gonna leave all these girls out, but Sarah Moon, so many even Melanie Cummings, they get into it. It really helps the guy out when you see a girl making noises. You tell that they're cock hungry. I guess that's the way they are, cock hungry. If you ever see Ray gangbangs, she's like one begging for cum. She's licking cum. She does anal DPs. She just doesn't want to stop. Same thing with Rebel Rider. All these girls. I mean, I know I miss some of these girls. Sara Lace, when I did that orgy with her, man, she was so amazing, so beautiful. She was, really into it. I mean, it looked like all these girls. Does that make sense?
I feel you. So how many of your gangbang girls do you pay versus content trade?
I pretty much, I think with the, and then also if I paid, sometimes I paid with content. Only time I think I've ever done a situation where I done a straight up content trade where I didn't pay the girl and she got content and I got content. Ray, me and her did a very interesting deal where I think I'm trying to convince more girls to do it because I do the VR, I film the VR, I get the VR footage, and she got the regular footage, and I did not get the. So she got exclusive. VR viewers are different; they don't go back to 2D.
Yeah.
So basically, she got a gangbang video that she owned herself. I couldn't upload it the 2D, the non VR, because that was exclusive to her and our deal. So I made money off the VR scene, and she made money off the 2D. And it worked out both because both scenes made money for both of it. We'd had to compete for sales or nothing. That makes sense.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And, because to be honest with you, because one, they're getting quality content anyway.
They're getting a gangbang scene. And them trying and Ray knows, so she organized her own gangbangs. She knows how hard it is to set up a gangbang. She knows. So she appreciates it. All she has to do is show up.
Always ask girls this: wouldn't you want to have a game? If you did a gangbang, wouldn't you want to have it on your site to where you made the money? Because
as long as I'm getting the VR, I'm happy.
Because even when I with Sara Lace, I don't know if you paid her the content trade. That ain't none of my business. But if I was a chick, I'd be like, no, I'll do the content trade. The reason why, because if just off of ego, because a lot of these girls got ego. If I know I'm that bad of a chick, I'm a freak, I'm a slut, I'm a nasty ass whore, and I'm doing this gangbang, and I don't got now gangbang scene. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
what.
You know, I mean, to me, that's how I look at it. But
Matter of fact, Zoe Fox, we're setting up a gangbang in January next month where
yeah.
she wants 10 to 20 guys, and we're going to do that. The situation where I'm going to share it's going to be her gangbang scene. I'm just going to get the VR, and also I'm going to do it.
That's gonna be beautiful.
So she'll upload that 2D scene, able to sell it on my site, but I will get the virtual reality of the scene. So I will
Well, I
get.
mean, but see, your brand is going more into virtual reality anyway, so it's kind of like, you know,
It's a win-win.
it's a win-win because you probably gonna make more money with the virtual reality than you would with the goddamn regular.
Well, but then if I don't have to pay if I don't have to pay the girl, then that's even better. As soon as I make $1, I made a profit. When I'm paying the girl, I gotta make. I won't make a profit until all the how much she got paid.
They don't have a camera. Probably 9 out of 10 they don't have a male talent.
Yeah, what's that?
No, I said 9 out of 10 they don't have a camera, and they don't have a male talent, and they don't have lights.
Yo, you talking about the girl? You talking about the girls? Yeah, it's
the girl. Yeah.
All they have to do is just show up, and I have the guys tested, ready to go, the cameras, all that stuff, and then I'll even edit the video for him and then transfer to him into downloadable link. But hey, don't get me wrong, I don't mind paying for a girl for the scene and having it all myself too.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that because that's called complete rights to myself. That's what it's called.
Yeah, and also you're spending money. But it's like you got to spend money, make money. It kills me because a lot of these guys I know locally, they're not used to spending money. I can tell because when I tell them how much I pay the girls, they're like, "What? What? I'll never pay that much money." I'm like, "Dude, but you don't understand. Quality girls, and when you pay quality, you make money off the thing eventually."
And to be honest with you, I don't know how much you're necessarily paying them, but for what you paying them, you actually getting the steal because you're getting a gangbang out of them. You feel me?
And it's quality girl. It's a quality girl. The girl's
because
not.
If I can tell you right now how much back in the day a gangbang with that many dudes, 5 dudes alone, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, you have to spend money, make money. I don't look at it as like, wow, I'm spending this money. And here's the thing is, I've been lucky enough where I've been doing this for a while now because. Say the videos like the gangbang videos I did 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Guess what? They're still earning from it.
Yeah.
So I'm still making money off those videos 2 or 3 years ago. If I was on my first gangbang and had to throw $2,000 towards that shoot or whatever for a 5-guy scene, that would be like, oh my god, I got. I don't have $2,000, right? But yet, $2,000 coming from this shoot's being paid for from scenes that were uploaded 2 years ago.
The other part of this is what the guys that maybe in Chicago don't get that you're doing. You're dealing with AVN quality women. So people can understand this. These are girls that are eligible to be nominated for AVN. These are girls who were shot with major companies of the AVN.
And they have been AVN nominated. A lot of girls I've shot have been AVN nominated.
So I am now getting myself into AVN territory because now
X-Biz Studio.
Now I'm getting myself in AVN territory to where I can get to the conversation of awards, where I get to the conversation of best scene, where I can also I'm getting the top girls. It's like I'm not getting the top local girls. I'm not getting the top indie girls. I'm getting the top contract girls, which is a different type look because I keep saying this. The more Hollywood you get, the better the money gets. People, sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the whole point.
I'm shooting with girls that shot with Brazzers, and all the tops. I mean, you name a top company. I'm shooting with the girls that shot with those companies. Team Skeet, Brazzers, you name them. You mean there's a million of them. Black.com. there's so many that I'm shooting with the same girls and that shooting the same companies, and a lot of these local producers they shoot with some girls that will never see that level. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not saying I wouldn't shoot with those girls, but at the
Now I'm
same
gonna ask you
time though,
this: does that give your videos a different look and a different feel versus theirs?
oh yeah, I honestly I get oh yeah I get. I mean, I use a very good, well, besides VR, but I use a very good quality Sony camera. That's just the quality is so amazing when you see it. I use good lighting, and one thing I like to do is I like to use a lot of color in our videos. Like we have these different, I like to use balloons sometimes, but even if it's not the balloons, I use different color T-shirts. I have the guys wearing. It just kind of, just color helps. Popping colors, you know what I mean? Red, purple, just things like that just brings out the scene better. I mean, and also the girls, man, they're just gorgeous. I mean, you can't go wrong with a beautiful girl on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
when honestly no, but we've actually won one of my videos actually won an award with MiniVids. So I mean, MiniVids is a respectable
Serious.
site. We actually won producer bid of the year last year with Ray Gangbang, and we've been nominated 2 years in a row on MiniVids. I mean, I would love to get some awards with Avian and XBiz, but they're still. I mean, I'm not. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm having fun, and if the awards do come, that's great.
The awards is just the quality of girl that you're working with. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but at the same time, I have a disadvantage where mainstream porn probably wouldn't ever, possibly never consider me because I use a lot of regular looking guys. I mean, if I had Nick Blue and Steve Holmes in my videos, maybe the Nick Blue wins.
Yeah,
like I swear to God, that guy's up for every award.
Fuck the awards. I don't want the trophy. I want the money. Fuck that.
Yeah, and I like the niche of using normal looking guys. I'm not gonna use Nick Blue. He's in every single damn video. He's fucked a million girls. I mean, he's living a charmed life. I mean, I like the fact that it's hotter when a guy who isn't living a charmed life is in there having fun with a beautiful girl.
Now, with that being said, oh yeah, I got you. Now I'm gonna ask you this, just a hard question, because I know you done ran into this. Now, you use guys from every walk of life, every size, shape, dick, that, and third. But have noticed not a lot of BB dubs.
BB dubs?
Yes.
BBC?
BB dubs, big girls.
Oh, okay. Big girls.
Yeah,
I've had not a lot, but I've done. I mean, I have not shoot. Trust me. Like I said, I'll shoot anybody. It just circumstances I'm in. I mean, Emmett West.
As a producer, I know the feeling of being pigeonholed. And what I mean by pigeonholed is, let's say a BBW, she go on your link, she go on your Twitter page, she scroll down, she see skinny girl, skinny girl, skinny girl. Do you think?
And I have that.
Because the fact that the way that you shoot, do you think that girls BBWs get the misconception that you will only shoot skinny girls?
Yeah, it has. I've actually been to Exotica, and I've talked to some BBWs that I was actually interested in shooting, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't think you would want to shoot me." And the same thing with African American girls, where I've talked to them, and they're like, "Well, I didn't think you would want to shoot me because you always shoot a lot of white girls." I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm just waiting." Like, nothing's really planned for that to happen that way. Because I did a BBW with a girl named Emmett West, and it done very well. And I would love to. The reason why I haven't shot with her again because she's not a real porn star. She was an amateur girl. But no, but BBW girls do very well. I actually had a BBW scheduled recently, but I was with her FetLife page, and her FetLife profile was gone, so I don't think she was really that serious. But no, BBWs, if the right look, man, them girls, they do really well with
because I ran into the opposite, where if I have a skinny girl, they'd be like, "I ain't think you shoot skinny girls." Or my favorite one, "I don't think I will fit your website because you shoot a lot of BBWs." I'm like, it's fucking porn. Does my site says BBW this? No, it says BCM Is it? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, and I know a lot of producers because we can't help what ladies don't understand is we shoot what is given to us and what is available to us. If I go through it, for example, if let's say you have hit up some BB dubs, it didn't work out that you end up working with them. Some of them may not even want to do a gangbang, but the skinnier white girls was down for that shit. You feel what I'm coming from?
Mhm.
So it's kind of like sometimes we get pigeonholed because work was given to us, and then they automatically assume that's all we can work with.
That's true. And I tell you what, and here it comes out of me is like it's just I'm trying to make a deal. If I offer you a certain amount of money where I think I can make a certain profit off that video, and you want more money, then it's just not gonna. Unfortunately, we're not gonna come to agreement. And
Yeah.
if you're a BBW, I don't care, whatever, skinny, fat, MILFs. I mean, I love doing MILFs, like Miss Dawson. She's like my age, 50 years old. God, she's gorgeous. I love the MILFs, and the thing is, I run a MILF. I won't say no name, but some of them want 18-year-old girls rates for a gangbang, and it's like, I'm sorry. I mean, 18-year-old girl like Cecilia Taylor, you saw her, right? I can throw that thing up. I could pay her X amount of money, and I know I'm gonna make a profit off it. But there's a niche for girls that are 50 years old, but they're not gonna sell as well as 18-year-olds. Just a fact it is. So I can't pay the same. I can't pay the same unless I just want to just piss down money down the drain. I just can't do it. I mean, I'm trying. It's just a fact of life. I can only offer you this much because I got to make a profit. And if I'm making if I can make 10,000 profit on every single video, great. I'll be happy to pay you what you're requesting. But it's like
I think what a lot of girls don't get is what constitutes. So you can speak on this so they can understand. Period. What constitutes one rate from the other?
Honestly, there's a lot involved in rate. The looks has a lot to do with it, obviously, and social media followers has a lot to do with it too. I mean, if you're just starting in porn and have $500 followers, 1,000 followers, you tweet my video, not from your followers are going to buy it. I mean, I'm relying on only my followers. A girl like Rebel Rider has over 100,000 followers. You know what I mean? A girl like Jennifer White has 200,000 followers. 200,000. So when she retweets it, there's a good pool of people that might possibly pay for the gangbang. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Social media followers is a big key. But let's be honest with you. It comes down to attractiveness too. I mean, if a girl's attractive, they're going to sell, even with less followers. But if you're attractive and have a lot of followers, obviously you got to pay. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay. And agency, another thing too, sounds crazy, but if a girl's with a big name agency, that helps too. And here's another thing too is who has she shot with before? If she ain't shot with no big companies,
bingo.
You know what I mean? That's yep. Because
girls it makes a difference because, like I said, when it comes to me, like on the amateur side, I think MILFs get over a little bit more than the young ones. But when you add into the agencies and shit like that, because the agencies, they really go for young girls. They don't really sign old girls anyway. So the girls that you get it from the agency, they got that cachet, which helps. Because even if you didn't tag them in it, just the fact you put the name in it, the algorithm gonna pick them up because it's who they are.
And another thing too is what most people watch free porn on Pornhub and on Xvideo.
Yeah.
Xhamster. And what sites are the big name companies are able to monetize their free porn a lot better than these amateur companies are able to. So those girls that are with these big companies that are monetized with free porn on Xvideo and Pornhub, they're gonna get more exposure and obviously fan base. And obviously those are the girls, if you do a scene with them, even a boy-girl scene, even a boy-girl scene, you're gonna have a better chance of making money off them. Yeah. So I'm lucky. I feel like I'm fortunate too, where I feel like I have guys that no matter what I put down, they'll buy. and I like that on minivids websites. Wherever I put down, I have guys that will buy everything.
Hey,
I
like
just wish
this.
there was a million.
You got
I
a
just wish
niche. You got a
niche.
strong
Yep.
niche quality product, and that's why they putting the money down, my brother.
I think you appreciate that. And I'm
No
telling you,
doubt.
like I said, my story, this was not something I really planned. It was just, I think that what makes it even better because, I mean, I get so many messages where I can't even respond to, where guys just say, "Hey, I want to work in porn. What, how can you help me?" I can't. I mean, I can't respond to all those emails. I mean, this is. I mean, all you can say is do. I guess you can just do like I did, just go to Best Buy, buy a camera, and
Yeah. But see, that's the reason why we got these podcasts coming up, because more people are now interested in trying to learn the inside of the business. Really not from big companies, because the big company's not going to tell you. They're going to tell you some of it from a big company standpoint, but that ain't who really speaks to the average person trying to break into this. That's me and you. You know what I'm saying? It's like they need. You know this, I know this. There was nothing that told us how to do this.
no.
Where to find, how to make the money, what to do, what you need to get equipment the whole night. It was passing. It was actually way harder when I came in.
Oh, I bet it was. It's a lot easier now. I mean, the minivids has a 24-hour support team that will help you out with stuff, and then of course these. I mean,
yeah,
Google, YouTube tutorials. You want to know how to edit? Go to YouTube tutorials. It's like everything's just so in your palm of your hand with your phone now. You can make anything. You can edit on your phone if you wanted to. But yeah, and then the thing about me is I got lucky the fact that when I got divorced, I never did the gangbang scene ever until I was divorced. I don't know, 5 years ago. But when I was married and all that stuff, I never did no swinger clubs, no gangbang parties. That was all fantasy stuff that I saw in porn. But once I got divorced, man, I was like on the internet looking for these parties. And like I said, it's just like I started going there. I was a shy guy, didn't know what to do, couldn't get home. I never imagined that one day I would be hosting these parties and then it would lead to doing porn. And it was all just like living out a fantasy. Oh my God, I get to go to this gangbang party. And I go in there, it's like, oh my God, all these guys are naked around me. I can't get my dick hard. It's like, oh well, I did the experience. And then it's like, okay, let me try it again next month. And you get a little bit more comfortable with it. And the next thing you know is you're meeting friends. You're getting to know the gangbang girls. The next thing you know is you're starting, I could do this better. I'd rather do my own party. So next thing you know is you're hosting your own gangbang parties. And like I said earlier, I started meeting some girls who want to do porn. And it's like, well, shit, what we're doing is fucking hot as fuck. Because that's kind of like, like you're at a gangbang. Sometimes it's fun to just sit back and watch the girl get fucked because it's so hot. Yeah. Does that make sense? But then now when I'm filming, it's more of a job now. It's more of, trying to get good angles and lighting. Granted, I just try to get my time in. I mean, the guys that are in my gangbang.
You ever thought about doing a glory hole type gangbang scenario in one of your videos?
I always want to do glory holes, but I never thought about doing it in a gangbang type of thing. That would be like, you talking about like a glory hole. We have like 4 walls and 4 holes. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that in the next video. It's kind of hot where a girl, she kind of goes back and forth around to the. Yeah. Actually, that would be pretty cool in VR. Actually. Because you'd be like inside a little box. And because
I remember I saw this girl what was it on Showtime? It was the show that used to have the male exotic male escorts. And one of the guys made this box. And it was like 5 holes, and all 5 of them put a dick in, and she was just going around sucking their dick. So, like I said, funny as hell, I'm just giving away ideas. You know what I'm saying?
I'll have to credit you if I do that. That would be honestly. That would be. I actually thought about doing like a VR scene with the glory hole, but adding another, have another more than having several, like do like a gangbang would even be hotter, especially when you got the girl moving around and then having a VR camera in there.
That shit would be wild as shit. It's I'm curious to see what creativity that you would come up in the future, because I know that as you get more into this, you're gonna be more creative with the gangbangs. I know you're gonna want to
Yeah, you got to, because I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, because you don't
VR
want to
does.
bore the crowd. You don't want to bore the crowd where you feel like different girls, same gangbang type situation.
Yeah. I will say this though, Porno Dan. I actually talked to him on Skype, and he actually gave me some good advice. Where I was talking about doing more boy girl scenes or whatever. He's like, dude, go with what's working for you until it no longer works for you. Then make some changes. But no, you have to mix things up though, just to. And also, I'm doing some with the Zoe. Remember I told you about Zoe Fox? We're actually thinking about doing some stuff. We're gonna have her like in a like one of those what are those kiddie pools, some kiddie pools, and put some oil in there, some water balloons. Maybe fuck her inside that little kiddie pool with the water and oil.
I'm gonna tell you what, ain't no one ever really get a role play gangbang, which like has a setup for the gangbang type shit. Cause I think that would be hot too. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be she getting revenge on her husband, fucking all his best friends type shit. Even though the dudes may not, you feel what I'm coming from?
Yeah,
he can play that role. It's a lot people can do with it because the thing of it is
some of my favorite gangbangs of all time was the anabolic gangbangs. So I was always a fan of gangbangs. That's the reason why I ended up going to get me. Remember the anabolic gangbangs where they had Annette Snow, I think her name was, where she showed up to a construction site and all the guys stopped building. They were like working on a construction site. I mean, it was so like real. It looked like they had the guys all decked out in the boots and the hats, and they were pounding away her nails and building like a frame. And she just walks upon these guys, and then she just starts fucking the shit out of them. It's like, damn, it looked like it was such a real. It looked like it was really like it really happened. Like these guys really were construction workers. She just, but of course, it's it's fake because you always see the same male talent. But that would be hot too if it was real. You actually you actually went up to real construction site. Hey man, you guys want to fuck this girl? But then you had to deal with the testing and all that shit.
Yeah,
all that stuff. You can't just do it, unless you work.
But to me, I think that is straight. You don't need to switch for so much. Like, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You already invented the wheel. You just right now just adding to it to make the car. That's all.
Appreciate it, man. It's been fun.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it has, bro. Cause you can sit here and say that you done fuck probably the top girls in our business.
Yeah,
I'm living vicariously.
And I'm not what you would consider the guy you would think that. Like if you look at me, there's no way you would say that that's even possible. I mean, I'm a little short, fat guy. Right? I don't have a big dick.
You're doing it for the dad.
Yeah, the dad bods. Yeah, like, and also I can't. I don't know how much longer we got, but I can't forget to mention the shout out to my assistants that helped me out a lot. Sal Shooter, he's a guy who helps me a lot, and a guy named Billy Balls. Them guys been with me since day one. They help me with setting up, breaking down the set. Sal helps me with the cameras, setting up, the filming, recording, editing, all that stuff, and lighting, all that stuff. I can't do this by myself, and I can't go through talk 2 hours and forget to mention them. And they really help me out a lot. Especially Sal. He's there every shoot. He travels with me to all the exoticas, and it's, he helps me book flights, which something I wasn't comfortable with when I first started, because he's just more, how it is with booking flights. Now I'm more comfortable with it, but I do it so often. But I hate booking flights because you get all those stupid pop-ups where they want you to buy credit cards and insurance. But he's good at that shit, and he helps me out a lot. South Shooter. He also has a good money shot. He soaks. His nickname's Super Soaker. He shoots a load. He's one of those guys with the dad bod, small cock, a real small dick, but he shoots a load. And Billy Balls, he's just a funny guy. But yeah, and then Rex Radiation, he's a Rebel Rider's husband, and he's been there lately. Bobby Gray, Sergio Animal, some other Redder guys, and of course Mr. Governor. And I just got a bunch of great guys that makes this so much fun. That they're not assholes. One thing about me is I don't care about your dick size. All I care is you don't be a dick. You know what I mean? Dude, you know how many messages I get from guys telling me that they got a 10-inch cock, they're in a multiple comer, they can come on command. It's like, dude, I almost want to bring. I got you. I actually got a series that I'm working on that I'm gonna do where I'm gonna bring these guys in and see if they can walk the. What are they? You
Walk
can
the
talk the
walk,
walk.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can
you're a multiple
talk, but then you
comer.
walk the
Okay,
walk.
yeah, you say you're a multiple comer. Okay, let's see it, dude. Okay, let's see his multiple coming, and this dude probably won't even get his dick hard. You got a 10-inch cock.
Ain't that
Okay,
always the case, though? Ain't that always the case?
these guys, man, they think this because oh my god, you just send me a message telling me you're a multiple comer and you're fucking 6'2" fit and you got a 10-inch cock. I'm gonna fucking, sign you up and get you on the set tomorrow. But you just, I mean, you don't have to do all that. Just say, hey, I'll be there. I'll be tested. Send me a screenshot that you got TTS. You schedule your test. That's all. And you know what I mean? That you're not a total. You're not an asshole. I mean, that's the thing. And
Yeah.
doing this for a few years, I've gotten rid of more assholes and dicks than I have regulars. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, trust me, I ran into him myself. So with that being said, tell everybody where they can spend money on you. No, I said tell everybody where they can find you and spend money on you.
Oh shit! I'm almost. What did that noise? I think so. I just think I just made a cell just now. Noise, yeah. Cecilia Taylor's Gangbang just sold for me with cream pies.
Oh God.
Yeah, just on the congrats from Minivids. Congratulations, you just so for cream pies. Oh yeah. Okay, so there you go. That was funny. I got a notification from Minivids. I put all my stuff on Minivids except for the VR. VR just doesn't fit on there. It's just they only allow 5 GB. My VR is like within the 20-30 gigabyte range. So if you want to find my VR, you have to go on Sex Like Real, VR Porn, or Adult DV Empire. My stuff, I'm putting my stuff on Minivids, Adult DV Empire, Hot Movies, and X Video Red. I don't mess with Pornhub anymore. Pornhub done the MasterCard and stuff. So
Man,
and what's cool about Adult DV Empire and Hot Movies, they don't take just anybody. I mean, that's one thing I like about being on their sites. And also, Adult DV Empire, I can also be nominated for awards.
Yeah, because actually, I got ABN. I'm on ABN and Hot Movies myself. It's old shit, and I ain't putting nothing back up there in a minute. But yeah, I tell you, I can get your stuff on there. It's perfect. It's great.
Well, Avian Stars. I have an Avian Star page, but they're no longer going to be monetizing the porn.
I said ABN. They kind of like Hot Movies. No, I heard about AVN Stars. I saw that come from a mile away. They ain't the only one that's gonna be disappearing in the next 2 years. Pornhub gonna be right behind them. Pornhub gonna be right behind them.
Yeah, so I'll make sure I didn't forget any sites, but I think that's the main one. Minivids. I appreciate that, man. I mean, and if you want to message me, find me on Twitter at TadpoleXXX Studio. That's it. TadpoleXXX Studio. Follow me there. I need some more followers. The more followers I get, the more legit I look. The more porn stars I'll book. And then there's opportunity to maybe do regular guys. You get tested, come out. Don't be a dick. I'll let you maybe join in.
Most definitely. And guess what? You will be coming back to the pod.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I had a good time.
I had a good time with you, man. We did almost 2 hours, bro. It was a good time. So
it went fast. I feel like we just started, and I'm looking forward to hearing this, and we definitely got to do this again. And I'll be. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna have a booth at Chicago Exotica. Tadpole will have his own booth at Chicago Exotica 2022 in April 29th to May 1st. I'm gonna have 6 porn stars period there with at Tadpole booth. Rebel Rider, Amy Quinn. Help me count here, okay? I said 6.
Okay. It's 2.
Amy Quinn, Rebel Rider.
2.
Taylor Nicole.
3.
Sub Girl.
4.
Zoe Fox.
5.
And who am I missing? Let me look at my Twitter real quick. I know I'm glad I got on my Twitter feed here. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Man, I know who I said. Sub Girl, Zoe Fox, Rebel Rider.
You said 5, so I thought you were gonna say Sara Arabic. I know she's from
Lena Ano. Her name used to be Lena Anal, but Lena Analese. And Rubber Rider, Lena Anal, they're Avian nominated. They're up for some awards.
Nice.
So they just found out a couple of scenes were awards. And if I get a chance to being nominated, they actually had 9 of the 10 gangbangs. Tell me if I'm not wrong, and I'll be quiet. They nominated Avian nominated 10 gangbangs. 9 of the 10 had 4 guys or less. Tell me if that's not messed up.
Damn.
A gangbang should be at least 5 guys.
Yeah.
No offense, Avian, but there's come on.
Yeah. I don't get it neither, the way that they do shit. But they are a trip. Hello? Hello? Damn, he went out. Well, I guess he must have went out. Yeah, I'm still here. I bet. Yeah. That is crazy.
I went out the app to look at my Twitter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. But look, we're going to bring you back well before then so we can talk about the gangbangs and your plans for Chicago. So
yeah, please do. Gonna be orgies probably. With all of those, be orgies.
Oh, most definitely. I can't wait. And I'll meet you and chop it up with you. Maybe even sit in on one of these gangbangs and orgies. Because I'm retired. Yeah. I'm not getting in the middle of it. So
yeah, come and watch. As long as the girls get COVID, whatever the policies on the COVID, and that's about the main thing. If you don't want to participate, not to be tested, but COVID's the only thing we gotta worry about. Especially with all these variants.
I'll be watching, bro. That's the only thing I'll be there for. Just to watch.
No problem. Yes. Well, make sure you get some VR goggles in, and then you really watch.
Ooh, you'd say no more. So with that being said, people, you know how we always end this. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke this over. Thank you for coming to the lounge, brother.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for having me.